It's the day after Christmas. We had a good Christmas. The boys are at home right now flying their drones out in the yard. They're smaller drones, under a half a pound, so they don't need a permit or anything like that. And I'm heading over for a dermatology appointment. I just want to be checked over. A few little rough spots here and there that's come up on my arm, and I want to make sure that it's nothing cancerous or anything like that. I don't think it is, but it doesn't hurt to have it checked out. Anyway, lately I've been searching for like some more YouTube channels that I can watch and enjoy. I like camping. I like campervan videos, people that lives out of their van. Some camping. I mean, I prefer the van life as opposed to pitching tents and going out. Just camping. So many channels though I watch, and inevitably there's bad language. It's amazing how many people uses bad language in their videos. It's like they can't figure out that alienates a huge portion of their audience. I have unsubscribed to so many people because I would watch a video or two and I liked it, so I'd subscribe, and then maybe I'd watch another one and they would throw in a bad word or whatever. I just don't care for that, so I unsubscribe. I'm not going to watch people who can't come up with more creative ways to express themselves than bad language. I think it's a gateway for Satan to get in and do bigger things. That's just my opinion. Anyway, it's hard to find channels that are just good, clean channels if they don't use a lot of bad language. There's a big guy in Canada that lives in his van, and I subscribed, to him for a while. But man, his language, every video seems to have something in it. And I'm not talking about necessarily the big word, the big F word or anything like that. I'm just words. I mean, that doesn't need to be said. Anyway, I used to talk bad. I used to have a foul mouth. And I got rid of it like in increments. I mean, even after I accepted Christ and everything, it would slip out sometimes, like a bad word here and there. It took me a while. But it's been... I don't use bad language anymore at all. I mean, it's been several years. And especially it concreted into my being how bad those words are to use in everyday language when I found the church. It was before that, but that was really like being around people. I've heard it said that you're like the summation of the 2 or 3 people that you hang around the most or something. Well, I don't hang around hardly anyone, but I'm around people and they don't use that kind of language. So I think that's really a good thing. If you surround yourself with friends who go out and drink and cheat on their wives or husbands, uses excessive language, and most likely you could gravitate that way too if you haven't already. This is all just my opinions. A lot of it's more than opinions. It's been like studies have proved this and that, but I'm not going to make any claims either way because I don't know. for sure. I haven't conducted any of those experiments or whatever you want to call them. Anyway, my plans are to come over here. I've got maybe an hour and a half, 2 hours before I have to be at my appointment. So I want to get to the general area because I never like to be late. I like to find the place, know where it's at, and then the surrounding area, I'll find a coffee shop or a place to get coffee and sit and chill for a bit. And then afterwards, I'll branch out a little bit and maybe, go to another part of town, the city, and have another cup of coffee. Because I like coffee. It's my big thing in life as far as extracurricular activities. Of course, God, family, country, that's my center of everything. But I'm talking about, like, a lot of people like to go out and drink on the weekend, or some people go to movies every weekend. We don't do any of that stuff. The thing that I like to do is go out and have coffee. I don't mind spending money on coffee. I think it's just good, clean entertainment. And usually I do something at a coffee shop. When I'm drinking coffee, I'm either thinking of ideas, I'm developing ideas, I'm reading. Like, I just got this 365 days of devotion, strength for today for men. I'm going to take it in and read that, at least read the one page, think about it. But, I have a lot of projects. I've talked about that before. I've written short stories. I've written song lyrics. I've written screenplays. I've made independent movies. I've written books. I'm an artist. I painted. I make prints. I put them on mugs, t-shirts. I've done a little bit of everything like that from the creative side of life. The river is, the French Broad River is right next to the road. It kind of flanks this road that I'm on, flows along the side of it. French Broad, I'm pretty sure it's like, some people believe it's like the third oldest river in the world. It's in the top top probably 5 or 6 for sure, by many people's standards, however they decide that. It's old. The Blue Ridge Mountains are old. They're probably among the oldest mountains in the world. A lot of rafting businesses. Well, they used to be there. A lot of them I'm passing them now, and they looked a little defunct because of probably the flood. Yeah, wiped them out. Things are starting to come back, slowly but surely. Anyway, let me find this place and find a place to get coffee. I'll be back with you in a little bit. Take care. There's a tavern over there. I can take a walk on the wild side. Yeah, I don't think so. Coffee shops are enough wildness for me. Busy, but of course it's not anything like the other day when I was out, when I made my last video. That was ridiculous. Okay, this is an outlet place here, outlet mall. I gotta go this way. Okay. I don't have to go right or left, so I chose right. It seemed to be the wrong choice. Everything's the other way. The place I have to go to my appointment is just down the road. That way. I think there's a Starbucks in here. And that would be cool because I just got a gift card for Starbucks yesterday, so. This used to be a mall. It used to be a big mall, and it's gone. You know, things used to be. Go ahead. You can go. Oh, I'm not gonna run over you. That's my foot slips off the brake. That's never happened before, so it's probably pretty safe. Anyway, things used to be, downtown. That's where all the shopping was, and then as life went on, stores started building on the outer skirts of town. The JM Fields, the Zayres, the Kmarts, the blah blah blahs, and then malls came along, and people gravitated toward malls, and then Walmart came along, and then Target came along, and places like that. And pretty soon, a lot of the malls started closing. Yeah, there's where I want to go, down there. And then, of course, Amazon came along, and I think they've kind of hurt everybody. Okay, well, I thought that was too good to be true, that parking spot. It's like a special parking spot for special people. And I'm not among that special group of people, so I have to park out here. It's okay. It's not a bad parking spot. I mean, seriously. I can deal with this. So, yeah, that was relatively painless. Found a spot pretty quickly. But anyway, yeah, now this is an outlet store. Outlet stores. It's like a shopping center, mall. It's huge. It's got a lot of outlet stores in it. Does that mean the Starbucks is an outlet store and they're going to sell cheaper coffee? Nah, probably not. I miss owning a coffee shop. I had a coffee shop for 3 years, and I really liked it. I talked about that a while back. People that I met in the coffee shop, and the environment was so super cool. But it was a victim of the 2009 economic collapse that people either admit to or they don't admit to, but it happened. It's just like the recession we're in now. Somehow that's debatable in some circles. Even though gas is a lot more per gallon, food's a lot more per pound, per ounce, and things like that. It's not really debatable, but anyway. Yeah, I'm going to go in here and get a cup of coffee. Get a little hyped up with some caffeine. I've had one small cup today. Just a little small round cup. It's maybe it's probably, 3 shots maybe. The equivalent to 3 shots. It was instant. And as you know, I like instant coffee. It was Cafe Bustelo. I like that. All right, I'm going to go in here, see what's going on. See you in a bit.
That is a very vegetable smell. Those are awesome.
All right, looks like I have to go this way. And not that way. And it appears that Starbucks is no longer here. Do Starbucks really go out of business? Never heard of that. Cool, little fire, outside fire. Supposedly it's this way somewhere. It's called like a coffee collective, whatever the heck that means. Anyway, I'm thinking it's this way. Yeah, I remember being in here, and Starbucks was right there. And that's where the coffee collective is now. Huh. Well, I guess I'll give it a shot. I think I'll just backtrack. I didn't really like the looks of that coffee shop. Very small, not a lot of seating. 12-ounce drip coffee was $3.50. I'm not a cheapskate, but yeah, the whole package just wasn't very inviting. Especially if it comes down to it, I can make a free cup of coffee in the van. I mean, not literally free, but you know what I mean. But no worries, because I saw a Chick-fil-A up here, and they have good coffee and good coffee drinks. Let me go back there. It's just about a block down the road. Okay, I came out the wrong door. I think the camper van's down there in the next county somewhere. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, well, I'm literally lost. I don't see the van anywhere. I'm pretty sure this is the area where I don't know, nothing's looking familiar. I'm lost. I don't know where I'm at. Okay, I just remembered when I went in, there was a food truck. Ah, there's the food truck. Lesson learned. Earlier when I said I was going to backtrack, I should have done just that. I should have backtracked. But I didn't. I thought I was going to be smart and take a shortcut through the outlet mall. Some shortcut. Ended up walking 10 minutes longer than I would have ordinarily, probably. But hey, cardio, right? Now if I can see the van out there somewhere. Let's see, there's the food truck. Now, I must have walked right by the van. There it is, way over there. Oh my gosh, I came out the door and all I had to do was go right about 100 yards. Instead, I went left 500 yards, and I'm still walking. At least I found it. Very thankful for that. There it is, way over there. Yeah, I was right here. Okay. So there's literally a McDonald's right there, because here's the van right here. McDonald's. Long John Silver. Forgot what that is. But I'd have to drive a ways to, like a block. I think I'll just go here, because I can walk over there and then come back, get in the van, and go to my appointment without having to drive anymore. So here I go. That's the French Broad River. So my appointment went fine. She removed 2 skin tags and a mole. She's going to send the mole off to make sure it's not cancerous. And I'll hear back in about 10 days to 2 weeks regarding that. And I'm heading back toward home. I decided not to go into the city any further. I don't know what's going on down there. They're building something. Anyway, I just decided to head toward the house. There is a Starbucks at a grocery store if I want to go in and get a cup of coffee and sit there for a little bit, but I just felt like heading back toward the house. I don't feel like getting further away from home. Look at the graffiti around that building. Man, I love old buildings like that. I'd love to have that and fix it up. Yep, I like that a lot. You know, instead of going to the Starbucks in the grocery store where there's absolutely no atmosphere at all, I think there's a Circle K up here, and it's a big Circle K. It has a lot of different choices for coffee and things like that. Yeah, I think I'll just go in there, get a cup of coffee, come back, sit in the van, and maybe watch people for 15 or 20 minutes. That actually sounds kind of good. I used to, when my mother was still alive and we lived down in Florida, Circle K was really big down there. We just got Circle K here a few years ago. In my area, immediate area, they started popping up in these really big Circle Ks. A lot more choices than we had down there. Anyway, my mother and I, we would go and sit, get a cup of coffee, and just watch people at the Circle K. Usually at night, sometimes during the day, but we did that a lot. You know, just I enjoyed spending time with my mother, and she imparted her wisdom on me about certain things and her opinions on certain things at the time. Yeah, I mean, it's on the way home. I don't have to stay a long time or anything. That sounds pretty good, actually. I remember one time at this specific Circle K, I was very tired. I was very tired. I had a really crazy schedule for a while. I was driving an hour and a half to college, and then I would come back, and I was dating a girl that lived an hour and like 15 minutes the other way, and I'd go see her just about every day. So I was constantly driving. I didn't have any time for myself or sleep or anything. And I remember going to the Circle K one evening, just dead on my feet, and I went back to the coffee machine, and you know, the little pots of coffee, and I had a mug. Put the mug down, I poured my coffee in my mug, and I remember my old baseball coach from my youth that I hadn't seen in quite a few years was there talking to somebody right there near the coffee maker. And I was so tired. I mean, it's really stupid. I can't believe what I did. I put my mug back under the coffee machine where the pot should be, and I carried the pot up to the cash register and put it on the counter. And the girl behind the counter just looked at me like I had lost my mind, which, you know, I can understand why she looked at me that way. And then I realized what I had done, and I felt so stupid because I had to go back and get my coffee mug and put the coffee pot back. And of course, my old baseball coach had noticed it, and he was just like looking at me like, "Are you on drugs?" Which, you know, I've never done drugs. I don't drink. I don't do anything like that. I was just dead tired. But that's what I did. Is that a stupid story, or is that a stupid story? I mean, that's one of those things, if you saw it in a movie, you'd be like, oh, right, like that would really happen. Somebody would put their big coffee mug under the coffee maker and carry the pot up to the counter and try to buy it. Yep. Guilty. I did that. I've done a few little crazy things. Well, a lot of crazy things in my life. I'll think of more of them, because that's what this channel's about, really sharing my life. Because I don't know, I know I have some new subscribers, but in the earlier videos, I plainly, say that this is for my kids. So one day when they're older, they can look back and, if they want to watch their old man chat about some of his past experiences and things that he did in life, some cool things, crazy things, whatever things, then they can do so. So, that's my target market. It's my 2 kids. And I think that's why a channel like this is really hard to grow organically, because a lot of people just don't care about people's individual lives and everything. They want to learn something. They want to be entertained or whatever. I mean, I actually find channels like this entertaining. I subscribe to some of them because I like a slice of life. But a lot of people don't. They want more excitement, adventure. And I understand that. That's cool. But this is mostly for my boys. I love my boys. And I don't have enough time to discuss all the things that I've done in my life, odd things or whatever, to them. So when I think about them, I can record them here. And if they want to go back and watch one day, if I'm older, if I'm gone, whatever, they can. So, but anyway, I'm here. I need to go in and get some coffee. See you in a bit. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. These places never have powdered creamer. For people who are lactose intolerant, they should always have powdered creamer. Look, pure sugar, pure sugar, pure sugar, pure sugar. Pure sugar. A lot of choices, but sugar, 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 sugar. Nothing but sugar. Huh. But never fear, because I have some creamer, powdered creamer in the back of the van. There we go. There's my coffee from McDonald's. It's a full cup. I haven't even drank any of it yet. I actually got a Happy Meal at McDonald's and drank Coke Zero, and just decided to get a cup of coffee. Thought I would drink it at some point, but I haven't yet. I'll take it inside tonight, and it can always be heated up. I'm not opposed to having heated up coffee. So, now I'll sit here for a while. See what I can see. I got a banana too. Ingles that I was going to go to, the Starbucks, is basically across the street. But I decided to, I don't know, sometimes I don't even want to be around people. I just want to have the privacy of the inside of my van and just sit here and watch from a distance, not have any interaction. Just getting my moods. But anyway, I'm going to eat my banana, drink my coffee. Then I'm going to head back home and see what my tribe is up to. Yeah, thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it as always. Always, please subscribe and hit the like button. That helps me grow. Read the 91st Psalm and the 23rd Psalm every night. It's good stuff. It's the truth. And it'll help keep you safe. We do that every night. 91st Psalm, 23rd Psalm, Lord's Prayer. So I encourage you to read every night. God bless you guys. God loves you so much. God is good. I'll see you guys later. Take care.